2 months ago, my father passed away, and I'm his only son, so it was left to myself to sort of deal with the whole thing. That's pretty much what happened.
Mm-hmm. So, what was your experience like? What happened?
I don't think anyone can prep you for this. My father had cancer, so it was always a ticking clock from the doctors, but irrespective of the notice from the doctors, you can't prepare for something like that. So when he did pass, I have to be honest with you, I didn't know whether to mourn or whether to get organising the funeral. So I think that was probably the biggest challenge, an immediate challenge. Obviously I've got two sisters, both older than me, so obviously the way they reacted to it compared to myself, I think I just had to sort of try and keep it together and so on and so forth. But you almost feel like you're on your own when going through something like that, especially when it's a parent. You know, it's I'm not saying it's any easier if it's anyone else, but when it's a parent, it's you're caught between mourning or organising, as horrible as that sounds.
Of course. So how did Azim help you from CSMA?
I mean, in terms of my position, how I was at the time, I actually could only make one phone call, and that was to Azim. Azim, I've known for a few years. We're not related or anything like that, but he's I class him as a very close friend of mine. When I rang him, he was actually on his way to work, so I called him and I informed him of my father's death. He actually knew my father also. From leaving his work to meeting my sister at the registrar, to chasing things up at the cemetery, he was there from throughout the whole thing. He actually got into trouble at work, actually, bless him, but he didn't leave me alone for a moment. It's as tough as you think you are with these kind of situations, I'm going to be forever grateful to him and his organisation. So he was great.
This time last year, my mum passed away at City Hospital, which was all of a sudden a total shock to us. There was nothing wrong with her. We just came back from Umrah as well 3 weeks before that. She was fine, everything, no problems. All of a sudden, she felt unwell one day. Took her to the hospital, and they checked her up. Everything's fine. Sent her home. Walked outside the hospital, and she collapsed, cardiac arrest. Anyway, she passed away that night. Got in touch with Azim the same night, told him what happened, and he tried to organise a funeral for us as soon as he could. But because she passed away on a Friday, we had a lot of issues with coroners, trying to get the body released and everything. But Alhamdulillah, by Monday we got the body released. I think it was Tuesday we got it. He helped us a lot with the coroners, who to speak to, all the phone numbers, all the contacts. Got the appointment for me as well at the registrar office, which I was being told was going to be another 2 days after I got my mum's body or whatever. I got the appointment straight away on a Tuesday, got the body on a Tuesday. Alhamdulillah, by 5 o'clock she was buried. It was all organised really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's unfortunate that she passed away on the weekend. That's why it took so long. Otherwise, within 2 days, we could get it sorted out.
And what role did Azim play?
Azim's played the role of giving me all the contact numbers, who to speak to, because I'm part of his team as well, part of his committee team. So I'm basically right at the bottom. He's top of the ladder. So he's basically trying to teach me what to do and everything. And that way, at least I've got a bit of experience, where he's got all the contacts, and that way we've got it all organised. He was there with me from day one. He didn't leave my side. Anything I wanted, anything, he was there. So I can say really.
Last year, January, my sister passed away. It was quite unexpected. She had cardiac arrest, and that was it really.
Okay, and what was your experience?
We'd never been through a close bereavement like that before, so the main of it was, I was in shock. It's quite an emotional experience, but at the same time, you're trying to figure out what it is that you need to do next to get things moving.
Of course. And how did Azim from CSMA get involved?
Well, when it happened on a Thursday evening. We found out on Thursday evening, and and then Friday morning we didn't actually know what we needed to do, but because of the weekend, and as it would be, you'd want to try and release the body as quick as possible to prepare for burial. So we were referred to Brother Azim, who I called on Friday morning. Alhamdulillah, as soon as I spoke to him, he started straight away advise us step by step as to what we need to be doing. He also made inquiries for us himself, and by the end of the day, alhamdulillah, we got the body released, which would not have happened without the help of Brother Azim. There was no cost involved. Brother Azim invests his own, sacrifices his own time and energy in helping people in these types of situations, and me and my family are truly grateful to him and the invaluable service that he's providing to people in such difficult times.
Last year, December 12th, my young son, 18 years old, unfortunately passed away in a very tragic incident. He ended up taking his own life, which turned the whole world upside down with myself and my complete family. It's completely lost what to do and where to do.
So what was your experience?
Obviously, we was deeply in shock, totally lost, as it was totally unexpected, totally and utterly out of the question mark as to why it happened, how it happened. Just totally lost for words, really. The whole family, the whole area was totally lost, basically. Just didn't know what to do, we didn't know how it came along, really.
So how did Azim come to help?
As I was in the masjid, Brother Israr, who was the funeral director in Lawrence Road Masjid, he approached me and he says, look, obviously you've got a major thing ahead of you, but Azim here is dealing with cases like that. So just give him a call and he'll be able to help you. And at night time, when I had a few minutes, I gave him the call, and Brother Azim just so actively engaged in my case, to myself, my family. He dealt the whole case from A to B with the coroners, from the timing of releasing body, winning the released body, and he was basically the power of my all engagement with the coroners, really, and which was a major help to me, because I was totally lost, didn't know who to approach, what to do. And he actively got engaged, he helped me release the body, and at much sooner time than we expected, because he was approaching Christmas time, and we was all afraid it might take some weeks or Allah knows how many more days because of Christmas and New Year's days. But alhamdulillah, but as he very actively engaged, helped me, helped my whole family, and alhamdulillah, I didn't charge a single penny, all did it fi sabilillah.
My name is Mavis Bramble, and I'm here today to say a big thank you to the Muslim community. A big thank you to Azim, Amar, Mushta, because these gentlemen have rallied together with you in the Muslim community to help my cousin, friend, Betty Elizabeth Liebert, expatriation to the Caribbean, to Angola. This could not happen without your help. Azim, a stranger, just met him today for the first time. When I told him of my cousin's friend's passing, he mentioned, Mavis, I might not be a good Muslim, but I like to think I'm a good human being. We are human, and that's why I'm going to make it possible that your relative be expatriated to the Caribbean, Angola. The same was rendered to me by Mushtaq, who said, you told me you have faith, and because you have faith, they raised an appeal at the mosque. And all of this was able to raise enough funds so that Elizabeth can be expatriated to Angola. And these funds did not only help Elizabeth, but they raised enough funds to help another family in need. Thanks very much for your help. May God bless you. Shalom. Amen.
My name is Azim Sulaiman from CSMA, and this is Jamil Musani, my colleague from CSMA.
And basically what we do at CSMA is, we've got many projects, but one of the specialist projects we have is bereavements. We work with other partnership organizations like Birmingham Muslim Burial Council, and alhamdulillah, CSMA has been around for around 10 years now, and we help families with bereavements, basically work with the coroners, get the bodies released, hospitals, any issues relating to bereavement, we do our best to get the funerals done ASAP. Second thing, we do not charge at all for our services. As you've heard from the statement people have given, we do our best what we can. Bereavement is something different. You cannot explain until you experience it. And many times we've felt with bereavement, so many people every week, day in, day out. We've had cases where people have passed away. There's, example, a body in a morgue was found after 7 months. Alhamdulillah, managed to get the body released and janazah done. In Birmingham, a body was in the morgue for 4.5 years. Alhamdulillah, we collected the body, janazah done. So these are kind of cases we deal with. Each case is different. We do our best. We work with different cases such as normal bereavement, suicide cases, murder cases. We get involved in a lot of things, but we do not charge at all. We invest a lot of time and effort into this, but in return, we like your du'as, your support, and your financial donations to help us keep on running. For more information, visit our website www.csmabirmingham.co.uk. Jazakallah.